Several years ago, I experienced a blazing flash of the obvious and realized that I was spending more time each week at work with my coworkers than I was at home with my family. I'm sure several of you are in that boat as well. If that's true, doesn't it serve us to make work one of the best places it can be? My colleagues and I thought so, and so we embarked on a process to identify different ways that we could live, work, and play together that made work great. The most coveted possibility was flexibility. The ability for our staff to put their families in front of work and to do so with transparency became our ambition. And in my mind, it was the museum making a statement. It was saying that parenting is the most important job for a parent, that the museum holds power over a parent's ability to do that, and we needed to organize that power with intention. Our journey started by rethinking time off. So what was previously called sick time turned into use it for whatever you need time. And we encouraged people to be the chaperone on the field trip that they'd always wanted to do. We encouraged them to take, the medical appointments they needed to with their children. I didn't want staff to feel like they had to use their precious vacation time to do what was pretty routine parent activities. We also planned meetings, and we encouraged staff to flex their work hours to accommodate school schedules. Several of my team arrive at the office between 9 and 9:30, and they leave around 3 or 3:30 to go pick up their children. They make up those hours in the evenings and on the weekends, and I don't feel shorted at all. And then at some point, somebody got pregnant, and we thought, let's take this even further and see if we can be an infant-friendly workplace. And I see you all, oh my God, the smells, the sounds, the distraction. But you know what? It just simply has not been the case. Like anything else in life, it works until it doesn't, and the parent knows when it's time to make a change. I've never had to intervene and make that suggestion. It's been easy. We haven't really altered our space at all. The children literally live amongst us in the office. You'll find cozy little nests made underneath desks where baby hangs out. You'll see babies in front carriers in meetings. You'll see strollers throughout the office with little ones sleeping. And most of us have books and toys and things in our offices that lets the children know that they're welcome. And of course, we all enjoy our daily snuggles with the office babies. It's actually a morale booster. And in our line of work, it's actually daily mission affirmation. But what are the benefits to the staff? It's pretty obvious. They feel supported, and it's a burden lifted. Postpartum depression is the most common complication of childbirth. Why not allow new parents the opportunity to come back into an environment where they feel empowered and in control and surrounded by people that know them and support them, many of whom are parents themselves and can offer supportive gestures and words. New parents are some of our most vulnerable and insecure. We need to take care of them. And it helps my staff economically. By flexing their work days, they don't have to pay for before school or after school care. And infant care, when you can find it, is extraordinarily expensive. Why force a career-minded person, oftentimes a woman, into an unnecessary binary decision so early in parenting? The museum benefits in two big ways. Longevity. Over the past 10 years, I think we've had about 12 office babies, and I have yet to lose a star player. I feel great about that. And the biggest benefit is the collective sense of pride that I know our team feel that we're giving this a shot. And maybe we're modeling it in a way that might encourage others to do something similar. So the parents benefit, the museum benefits, but this is a symposium on our youngest citizens, so I'd like to end with the children. Humans are born totally dependent on adults to survive. Our babies know this, and they work very hard to understand who in their world they can count on. Babies learn who will keep them safe and secure, and when they're around those adults, their brains then have the freedom to go crazy. Their brains can start exploring the world around them. Their brains have the freedom to make those crazy connections that we know babies can make. And the more often they're with their adults, the more connections their brains are making, the more they're developing in a wonderfully robust way. They're feeling secure. So I would argue, bottom line, it's best for all of us to foster social norms that encourage children to stay with their primary adults longer and at earlier times. Last year in Pierce County, there were about 12,000 babies born. 2 of those babies were office babies at the Children's Museum of Tacoma. As an employer, I recognize, understand, and embrace the power that I have to positively impact the lives of those children and their families. If you're an employer, I beg you to recognize, understand, and embrace it too. Thank you.